Generally, when the child is born, parents do not know that the child is special. It takes some time for them to know that the child is special. Whether it is the child is mentally retarded or mentally ill, the problem is the same for the parents. Managing a special child is always difficult. Nobody will appreciate it. Not only that, even the community will isolate you. Thanks to the advancement today, situation may be different. But then at that point in time, if a child is mentally ill, community will isolate you. And you don't want to share the problem with others. That is the situation. So whether it is mental illness or mental retardation, parents have to suffer, and they're suffering. The main problem was, what should be the objective of our association? So we decided guidance and counseling would be our main focus. Side by side, we should also ensure that we have some facility to train our children. Who will train our children would be the next question. So we decided we will have a teacher training program started by our own association. Thanks to the state government and to NIMHANS, we could develop the syllabus, and the state government gave us the recognition to start a certificate course for teacher training program in mental retardation. Now, of course, as you all know, all over the country we have diploma in mental retardation recognized by the Rehabilitation Council of India. And then along with it, we also have now programs on autism, learning disabilities, and caregivers program. These are the various programs that we have developed and continuing for the last 20 years plus. When we celebrated our silver jubilee, we had all become old. Philosophically, when we are young, we believe we can manage our children. No problem, we will continue to manage our children. We never believe that we will become old. But when we become old, when we are dependent on others, we realize something has to be done for our children. So, when we celebrated our silver jubilee, we all felt we should start a project for long-term residential care for our children. And that's how we started Vishwa Shanti Niketana, the group home for long-term residential care of persons with mental retardation and other developmental disabilities. National Trust is a part of Government of India's Act, and this has only 4 disabilities under it: mental retardation, autism, cerebral palsy, and multiple disabilities. But under the PD Act, one of the most important disabilities that was included, mental illness, it is not part of the National Trust Act, because mental illness is part of the Mental Health Act. Under the National Trust Act, quite a few advantages have come to persons with mental retardation. 2 important points I want to share here with you. One is guardianship. The child can have a guardian to manage his property and whatever is under the law that can be managed by a guardian. And the guardian is appointed by a local level committee, which is at the district level. The DC is the chairperson, one of the NGOs representative is a member, and one of the person with disability would be a member. So these 3 can arrange to give a guardianship, but it is not so for persons with mental illness. It has to go through the court of law at this point in time. If the new law which is under consideration rates a person with disabilities, if it comes into effect, most probably, then of course you have limited guardianship under the new law that may help persons with mental illness. As you all know, when the parents come together, the most important factor is interaction. Gives them a lot of mental relief, psychological satisfaction. That oneness, oh, why me? That philosophy will go away. It is not only why me, there are others who have similar problems. For us today, parents who have mentally retarded children have formed associations all over the country. So we have Confederation of Parents Association at Delhi, Parivar, which has over 250 parent associations. Similarly, persons with mental illness, parents of persons with mental illness, they should also start similar associations. Greater the number, you have greater the strength. You can interact with the government, demand things from the government, and get the things done. My appeal to all the parents of mental illness is join hands, have more and more associations of parents, so that you have the greater strength to move forward and get the things that you require to ensure that your child will be comfortable even if you are not there. Side by side, when you rely, you should get enough facilities from the government in terms of medication, in terms of guardianship, in terms of residential care and all other things.